This is 13 Minutes. I'm Elliot Reeves. My guest today is Yann Munro Stevens. Yann, it's brilliant to have you here. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Elliot. Thanks for having me on. It's a pleasure to talk to you and an honor to be here with you.
It's absolutely brilliant to have you here. Where are you just now, Yann?
Right now, I'm in Prague, in the Czech Republic.
Okay. How are things over there?
Well, over here, it's been much calmer than I think in most places. They started quite early on with the measures, which I don't know if they were useful or not, but it looks like they were. And so things are getting back to normal now already, pretty much. We don't have to wear masks outside yet anymore. And pretty much everything is reopened. So it's
Seriously?
almost back to normal here, yeah.
Wow. Were there stringent lockdown measures at any point?
Well, we had to wear masks outside quite early on, and we were asked to stay indoors, but we could go out. We could go out if we wanted to, and and that's it. There wasn't anything that was really stringent, but people were just basically staying indoors, and I guess that's why it worked. If that's why it worked at all, I don't know.
Yeah. People being adult about it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know really what's going on, but it's
Yeah.
possible that that was what helped. Yeah.
Cool. So, what I've been allowing people to do is introduce themselves, talk a couple of minutes about their backstory and whatnot. So who is Yann?
Right. Well, I'm going to give you two answers to that. I'm going to give you a bit of an esoterical answer, which is first of all that I'm not really Yann. I'm like a spiritual being that's decided or been pushed to or something and needed to have a physical experience. I'm a bit of a piece of consciousness, and I'm having this experience, and that's really who I am, as far as I can tell, anyway. And then the other answer is the more normal one, which is I'd say at heart I'm a singer-songwriter, even though I haven't really put much out there publicly, but that's where I really express myself the most in my music, in my songs, where I say stuff that I don't necessarily say in any other form or context. And I also work with a so-called medicine, ancient medicine, not to be taken in the term of modern medicine, but which is an entheogen, which works with, it helps people a lot with depression and anxiety, addictions, fears, traumas, and stuff like that. And I've seen it cure addictions to hard drugs, 10 years of hard drugs in like 15 minutes, things like that. And it's an amazing thing. And so I work with that as well. So those are the two main things in my life, the music and this work with this medicine.
Yeah. Entheogen is something that allows you to tap into God's-like.
Yeah.
I know the term. I understand what it means as well. It's harder to articulate it.
Yeah, entheogen, it's God. It sort of generates God within. So basically, what it does is it helps you to find God within. Now, I understand that God is a term that a lot of people would have problems with, especially atheists, and that's fine. But we all come from the same source, regardless. So if you want to replace that with, universe or whatever sparked this whole experience, then it's the same thing. We're talking about the same thing, but we've got different words.
Yeah, exactly. How would you describe your own spiritual development over the past years?
I don't know. I don't really know what that means. It's I'm just on my path, and I don't really want to stick any of these labels on there. So I don't know what they mean, and they'll mean something else to someone else. And it's a bit of a rough ride sometimes. At the moment, it's quite a bit of a rough ride, but at the same time, that's where the challenge is, where the personal growth is. The opportunities for personal growth are also in the challenges. If you're in the comfort zone, then there's probably nothing good really happening. And so it's been about 6 years for me when I woke up, when I got to this magical age of 40. I know I look 36, but yeah, I'm actually a bit older than that. And so yeah, it's rough at times and beautiful as well, and I'm just grateful for it.
So what then are some of the challenges that you've been facing during this coronavirus period and so forth?
Well, the biggest challenge at the moment is the relationship with my partner, or I don't know what to call her right now. Yeah. So essentially, it looks like we're going to go our own way,
Hmm.
and even though it's hard, it's much harder than anything else I've faced in my life, I think. But at the same time, I'm really finding gratitude in it because, as I say, I kind of trust the universe and trust the process, and I know that this is happening because I needed to grow on some areas. I needed to heal some things in me, and I still do, and I got a lot of work to do there. And all of this is just an opportunity to do that. So I'm trying to find gratitude as much as I can for all the things that are going on and seeing it as a positive thing, really, that's leading towards the unknown, and that's a bit scary, but still
Hmm.
good for me and probably for her as well.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that. Like you had said to me that you've been going through some stuff. I didn't know specifically what it was, but I appreciate you sharing that. So yeah, I'm sure it's all happening for a greater reason, and you'll be a better person as a result.
Exactly, that's how I like to see it.
Yeah, yeah. So, in what way do you think the world might start to change as a result of what's going on just now?
Well, I think that we've always got a choice. We can either choose love or its opposite, which is fear. People often think love or hate, but no, it's more like
Mm-hmm.
fear. All
Mm-hmm.
right, so it's like love or its absence. And if we go towards love, then we're going to have more light in our lives. We're going to have more life and more freedom. And if we go towards fear, then we're going to have less freedom and we're going to have more destruction and more death. All right. So where's the fear? Well, you can see the fear all over the place, and you can see
Yeah.
it being pushed in all of the agendas. The media thrives on fear. The governments thrive on fear. The state and people like Bill Gates thrive on fear, and all sorts of things. And it just we can go towards that, which will be like more Big Brother, more surveillance, more tracking, more of a cashless society, more vaccines with mercury salts and shit in them, more chips in your arm to for cashless payments and things like that will just give a psychotic state the absolute control over your life. So less freedom. Bill Gates is openly a eugenicist and wants to actively reduce the population. That's his own words. He's said it over and over again for decades,
Mm-hmm.
and I trust him on that. I trust him on that, and I'm so we can go towards more of that, or we can say no, we don't want that. We want more freedom. We don't need more state. We don't need more vaccines. We don't need more control. We'll be really much better off without that. And that's a choice. And that's a choice that people need to make, but they need to be aware of that. And they don't seem to be. So,
Do you think that what's happening just now is happening for a reason?
um, well, it could be all sorts of reasons. And I don't have the answer to that. I mean, it could be that people have engineered it because they've got these agendas and they know it's quite
Mm-hmm.
easy to predict how people are going to react when they're a group of people. They're be extremely easy to manipulate as a group because all of the reactions that we've seen today were predictable. I personally predicted many of them. It wasn't that hard, when you pay attention, you know how people are going to react. And many people did those predictions as well, and it's turning out pretty much as they said. And so if I can predict it in 30 seconds, then there are people whose profession it is to predict behavior, and they've known this way in advance. And if there are billions at stake or lots of power at stake, then it's quite easy to engineer a situation that you will be able to benefit from. So maybe that's the case. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's Mother Earth telling us you've got to slow down and pollute less and take more time. Who knows? I don't really know. Um, so I don't know. I don't have the answer to that.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe we'll find out at some point in our lives.
Yeah, perhaps. What sort of societal changes would you like to see?
Well, I'd like to see people turn off their TV, which is the number one trigger of fear. It conveys fear more than pretty much anything else. Turn off your TV, you'll live a better life. You'll be happier. The people around you will be happier. There'll be less fear in your life and in the lives of others. So I would say turn off your TV. Don't listen to your government. They lie to you before they get elected. They lie to you in office. If you give them the opportunity, they'll lie to you again afterwards. So why are you still listening to them? Don't listen to them. And don't listen to people like, like these Bill Gates and stuff. And if him and his wife are they so badly want to reduce the population, I suggest maybe we start with them.
Oh, brilliant. What advice or insights would you give to anyone that was struggling just now? Perhaps even speaking to yourself?
Yeah, well, exactly. It's easier said than done, but I would say, look, the things are what they are. They're neither good nor bad. It's what you make of them. So if you can't change the way things are, which I'm guessing a lot of people can't right now, then there's one thing that's left that you can change, and that's your perspective on them, and experience the same events differently. All right. So one way to do that is to find gratitude, because once you're feeling gratitude, there's no problem anymore. It's already a good thing for you, and it's the same string of events. It's the same facts. Everything, nothing's changed except your perspective, and now you're feeling grateful for it, and you're feeling good about it. So that's one thing. And there's a great book called The Gratitude Guide by Jacob Zilka Zibraki. You can find it on Amazon UK. Really short, easy read, and so that's one way. And then just meditate. Look up meditations for whatever you're feeling, whether it's frustration or loneliness or sadness or anything. Look up some kind of meditation. You'll find something that works for you, and that's pretty much all you can do. Really, is turn inside. Don't look for the solution outside. Turn inside, and pretty much everything is there.
Yeah, you've just reminded me I should be getting in touch with Jacob, actually. I'll do that. I'll see if he's going to come on. Just very quickly, we're kind of running out of time here. What are you most grateful for?
The opportunity to grow still. Yeah.
Thanks, man. Yeah. Where can people find you?
Facebook under my name, Yann Munro Stevens. There's a little bit of music there, not much, and I'll be posting more of that in the next few months, few weeks. I'm not sure when.
Cool. Yann, you're a beautiful man. Thank you so much for your time today, for your openness, your honesty, and your insights. I've absolutely loved this conversation, so really, really grateful for that.
Thanks. Same here, man. Take care. Hope to speak soon.
Thanks, dude. Take it easy. Cheers.
Yeah. Bye.